I go to church, you go to church, church.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of BlaspheMass Debate. It's your host, your freaky deacon of the weekend, Cody G. And today we're going to objectively resolve Smite.
Oh, spiteful one, show me who to smite, and they shall be smoten.
Patriarch. And role model. But first off, let's meet our panelists. What's good, Quick Draw? That boy went 2 episodes with no hat. I'm impressed. Alright, and then secondly, we got our reoccurring special guest, Vishy.
What's going on, y'all? You know it is.
That fan hasn't broken yet?
This one has not.
And thirdly, we got our brand new special guest, Cliff Demarco.
Yeah, what's up? What's good?
Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Good.
You're being shady, Demarco.
On to the first debate. There's a lot of things we can do to anger someone out there, you know, like political views, stealing out of your mom's purse. But my thing is, what is a bigger slap in God's face? Getting a tattoo or having a child out of wedlock?
I'm just a prom night dumpster baby.
What's your take on this, Trav?
100% having a child out of wedlock. Like, as far as the tattoos go, first of all, when God wrote the Bible with his own two, tattoos weren't even around at that point. And also, people scrape their bodies, people scratch their bodies up. There's like war and all that, and those types of things. So like, I feel like God knows the body's not ultimately durable. And I get the whole my body's a temple mumbo jumbo, but like, your body deteriorates, you get like wrinkles and all that stuff. He knows that your body is meant to wither away. So I don't think there was anything in the Bible that says no tattoos.
Thanks, Eve.
Tattoos are a new thing. But wedlock, that was like one of the 4th commandment, and he wrote that with his own 2. So no.
The birthmark was the original tattoo. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, God made us with tattoos all over our body. Birthmarks just permeating all through the skin. He was cool with that. So I think, what are we talking about?
You gotta look at this too. Like, I mean, how does marriage go? How did marriage go back then? Because we got papers and a preacher now, but who the fuck was marrying these people? So it was a lot of babies out of wedlock if that's the case.
That's true.
Was Adam and Eve married?
The dynamic of marriage changed. At first, it was just, okay, you tell this girl, hey, I'm gonna be with you.
Were they married?
I'm gonna be with you forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just straight up. And then like a marriage came around, and they're like, all right, you need papers so you can pay taxes different for money wise. So like, marriage, it just means like, I'm only gonna fuck you. That's what God meant by it originally. But then it switched. Tattoos, there was no version of tattoos in the original Bible. Don't fucking draw on yours. There was nothing like that in the Bible. And I read it front to back.
I feel like you have not read the Bible fully
I read it front
to be able to make that assertion. Like,
shit, I didn't.
Can you pull out the quote that says anything about?
You go to Leviticus real quick.
Leviticus.
You don't know what the people had on their body.
You heard his ass? He talking about Lucifer 11:3.
Body marked up like a subway in Harlem.
Lucifer 11:3.
You thought that was a backdrop Trav got?
666.
He's in the dark pit of hell right now. He don't know what he's talking about.
No, but I just think like marriage was in there, and like God did say that. Like commandment 4, if you watch the 10 commandments, 1, 2, 3, 4 was don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Miss Parker in the background. That was, you know what I'm saying? Bernie Mac was like, Miss Parker, Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. You know, it was something like that. You know what I'm saying? But he knew.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Hi, boy.
He was the pastor, but he knew he was doing wrong. Like there was nobody that had a tattoo, and they made the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's bad news. You can't fuck your neighbor or your next door outside. You know what I'm saying? Type
Where
of deal.
did this go?
If you're married.
Where are we right now? That point went a lot of places, and none of them were right.
So you guys are saying it's okay to have a baby out of wedlock, but tattoos are just, you're not getting into heaven?
To have a child is what usually is required by the Bible. They said to be fruitful and plentiful.
Plant them seeds.
You need to have children. Okay? So having children is a part of what God wanted for us to do. So I don't think that God would be so terribly upset about you having this child as to you damaging the body in which he gave you, which is a temple, and you chose to defile your temple with tattoos like mine. But you know, I think that he'd be more disappointed about you not valuing what he already created and you saying I can do one better with my little artistry. And usually tattoos are pretty fucked up most of the time.
Skulls and bones.
Just terrible things, bad decisions made while
Fire.
drinking.
Rihanna has tattoos. You think God doesn't fuck with Rihanna? Like, come on. Rihanna
I
has
think
the
God loves all his
breastplate.
children. What does it matter who
The
has it?
breastplate tattoo.
You don't think God faps to Rihanna every now and again? Like, come on, get real.
Wait, what did you just say?
You don't think
You're
God
making this
Hell
hard,
no.
Trav. You making this
You
hard.
said you think
Why
he
every
fat
time you
to
get
her?
on here, you just solidify your place in hell every time.
This is why we don't get
I'm just
monetized for the 5th time.
Yeah, you got a seat there.
How about you just cut that out? Just
don't
start
cut it
over.
out. Live in your truth, King.
You're gonna be thinking about it when he's editing. He will like
Get where you're going when you get there, you know.
Tattoos are brought to you in part by Satan, you know, to defy the Lord. You know, like, hey, draw me on your body. You know, then you make it to heaven. He like, hey man, that ain't what the fuck I
right,
made you with.
I don't want loose in here.
No, I mean, just
Right,
because
you
there
know.
are some devilish tattoos, sometimes people get, you know what I'm saying, fire, and sometimes people get the devil or the little 5-point thing. But most tattoos are the cross or like something Bible-y, most of the times, you know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing as like wearing a chain.
Well,
most
what about
See,
I'd say 75% of
What about a
tattoos
penis?
are Bible related. A penis? I mean, that's God's
yeah, like what
invention.
about
That's
a
one of
penis
God's
though?
inventions.
Like, I mean, God made that, but I don't think He wants you drawing it on your arm.
I mean, okay, so like as y'all can see, God gave me a tat. I think it's
There
pretty
you go.
rad.
It's a birth tat.
But my thing is, so you're saying you guys think what, like beauty marks and birthmarks are God's tattoos?
Yes.
And then when somebody tattoos a person, he like, oh, okay, you trying to one up me then?
Oh, you try to be sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if I'll use this example, okay? Like your mama drop you off at school, right? And
Your whole family ain't making it into heaven. I just want to let you know that.
Your mama drop you off at school in your outfit, okay? She picked this outfit for you. This is what you're supposed to be wearing. And then you bring your ass out and you done change the outfit and put on something else. And then she gets you back and she like, this ain't what I put you in when I sent you to school. That's how God feels. He's
Right.
like, when I brought
Coming
you
home
down
wearing a
here,
kilt.
I gave you this outfit. And then you come back up here and you done change some shit. You know, that's how God feels. He's like, I didn't bring you into this world for you to come back up here and defy me. Like,
No, I mean, God gave us evolution, so He knew we were going to switch up stuff. Like, at first
He
we was
knew
like,
we
you know
were
what I'm
gonna
saying?
evolve.
Yeah, God gave, like, we was like, all right, here you go, you monkeys, and now you people, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that He drew on Cody's...
y'all notice he did evolution. That is not a theory.
Wait a minute.
I mean, that's my thing.
That is no
Travis
God's theory.
Darwin.
The fact that he gave a tattoo on
that's
niggas
nature.
already let you know that He wants you to continue it. Like, He's not going to give you a baby initially, you know what I'm saying? So He letting you know that this is fine.
You will come in as a baby.
Okay, so what do your tattoo evolve into when you first get it?
If you get fatter, it's just like you get a little fucking lion on you, and then you got a big lion. You got a grown up lion. So like sometimes tattoos do evolve.
Now you got a pussy cat.
Exactly.
See, every time Trav end up telling on himself, like he's supposed to be talking about God and stuff, and then he brought up evolution, which is a scientific theory.
I think they
that
run
is
hand in
not
hand.
of God.
I think they run hand in hand.
He
No,
likes
he
to
did not
argue
come
against
from
his own
monkeys.
points.
He
That's
really
what that
does.
is.
He just
Like,
be fighting himself.
let me confuse the viewers to continue our not getting monetized.
Okay,
His mind and his tongue
I'm
being
just a street fighter, if you will.
Yeah, your mind and your tongue is battling, nigga. One is losing.
That's a nice shirt anyway.
Thank you.
I do like the shirt.
Thank you.
He bought that at Walmart.
Yeah, I got the.
I got it from Meyer.
Macho Man
Meyer.
boy.
No, I got it from Meyer.
I know you did.
No, you said Walmart.
Farmer
Right.
Jack.
All right, so calm down, y'all. We're gonna get to the final word. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hi, boy.
And Vishy, what's your final word? Top it off.
The final word is that God put you down here the way He wants you to come back up. And when you put the tattoos on, even I'm not against it. I have them, but I know that God was like, okay, girl. But if you having a baby, that's what He brought you down here for. He said, be fruitful and plentiful. Even if you out of wedlock and such, you still bringing something into this world. You got a tattoo. That's not bringing nothing into this world but some ugly ass art for most of y'all. And a $300 to $1,200 bill. That's it. That's more so about you than it is about God. But that baby is precious to God. That baby is loved by God. That baby would only be here if it wasn't for God, putting them in you. So if He allowed that to happen, you have no choice.
Pass the collection plate.
You have a baby. That's what it is.
God don't
That's
give
my
two
final word.
shits about that, baby.
All right, and there goes Pastor Speaks, and Travis,
God bless
man.
you. I love you.
What's your final word, brother?
Yeah, I just think that nigga had rules. He came out with rules. He wrote rules. You know what I'm saying? There's 10 of them, and one of them was basically like, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck your wife or like out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck people,
Don't
which
fuck your wife
include
out of
if
wedlock.
no, not don't fuck out
I'm
of
just
wedlock.
glad he started with that nigga.
No, what was it like? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he said it with the dots and stuff, but it was don't fuck out of wedlock, which translates to don't have a baby out of wedlock. There's nothing about writing on your body. Everybody has a different little thing on their body. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously is kind of giving you the go ahead. I think this is cool. Continue. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in the book. I read it front to back this morning. Nothing says anything. The word tattoo, you cannot find it in the Bible. You can find the word baby in the Bible though. And he doesn't like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He don't like babies that aren't supposed to be happening. So yeah.
Making this hard, Trav.
No, it's not. He started the sentence with that nigga had. Like, are we talking about God?
Yeah.
I mean, God gave me the vote. God was the one that allowed me to say
God
nigga.
is.
God knows what I mean when I say nigga. God.
That nigga had. Bro, just
Now
get
you
your
know
seat
how I
together.
feel. Now you know how I feel as host.
Get your seat ready. Get it ready.
For your blessing.
Get ready.
I picture the Allstate guy when I picture God.
I don't know. You're in good hands, my nigga. You about to sit down there. Hell.
What are you wearing, God? Cargo pants. All right, Demarco, man, what's your final word, bro?
Man, tattoos are bad. First of all, God is not a nigga. Like, I mean, for real, like he sent you on this earth with what you got. Like, why are you coming back up here? Like, would you buy a house that got graffiti, you know, written all over it or drawn all over it? I mean, even though you could change it, but you know, would you do it?
All day.
Would you?
How much is the house? Is it in Detroit? Is it in foreclosure?
Of course, it's in Highland Park.
We in Warren? What about Taylor? Your fan is a lot louder than my fan. Your fan loud as hell.
Because it's a Snoop Dogg fan. You know, we got the loud faux scribbles.
I'm gonna buy that house and flip that bitch.
That's exactly what God gonna do to you. He gonna get you in there. He gonna flip you right to hell for having that graffiti on your body.
That's deep.
That's shallow.
I feel like you need your headband upside down, bro. I feel like that's the way to appropriate the Nike symbol nowadays.
Now it just look like a fucking comma. Don't listen to this nigga.
It look hard to me, and it's a band. He's a black belt.
That shit was a black belt. I'm getting
Who that?
What's your black belt in? He gonna be like Nick Dudo.
Nick Quando.
All right, so after listening to these final words, it seems, drum roll please, the biggest slap in God's face is getting a tattoo, and the round goes to your boy, Demarco.
How the hell that happened?
All right, so thinking about, you know, funny movies and Miss Parker. But before we get into the next round, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And don't forget to follow us on these platforms. Guys watching. But are women not as funny as men? What's your take on this, Vishy?
Let me tell you, the comedy industry is a male-dominated industry, has been for a very long time. There are more men in comedy than there are women in comedy. Follow me. So that means the numbers by math ratio means that there will be more opportunities for men to get on stage than women. So that means that there are more opportunities for niggas to be fucked up and not funny than there are for women. So the less of the ratio is that because there are less women in comedy, you relate every woman to being the person or the figure of women in comedy. So if she is not funny, then that means women aren't funny, which is not true because there are more women who go up and are funny because there are less women in the industry than there are men who go up and aren't funny. It's a whole bunch of men that go up and are fucking terrible. But women, we're less amount in the industry. So the odds are there will be more or less funny men overall than there are less funny female comedians because it's less female comedians in the industry. I
see what you're trying to do,
I'm
but
trying to understand.
I see what you're trying.
You see what I'm
I see what you're trying to do, but I'm gonna start.
By math ratio. Now, well, I'll say this.
She get the whole topic. Go.
Hell yeah, I get to hold this bitch because I got it. Okay, that's why women are ready to that.
Vishy Minaj.
The idea is that I think there are. I'm not against like men being funnier than women and all that. I think that there's an equal amount of funny men and an equal amount of funny women. I feel like women have not gotten an opportunity to be in the industry. Men are holding the gate keys. So we don't get to be on stages. If you look at any kind of comedy show, if you look at the lineup for that year, there are more men that get to go up than women, period. Like, I've been on shows where I was the only woman or the only black woman on a lineup. And I know how that feels. So it doesn't mean that women aren't funny. It's we don't get the same opportunities as men.
I mean, but
so therefore, we don't get the chance to be funny. And even when we go up there, and I did this yesterday. I was at a comedy spot yesterday. I did a set. I could feel that even when I got up there, and they said this on a documentary too, that women are assumed to be not funny. When a man gets up there, it's automatically assumed that he's funny until he's proven not to be. When women get up there, it's like, prove me that you are funny because I already think that you're not.
I mean, okay, no. There's implicit bias of you think this motherfucker's gonna be funny or not, but that doesn't really matter because if you're not funny, you're not funny. And you said a lot of things. But I think, you know what I'm saying?
She got deep with
I disagree with the whole women are not funny, period thing. But, like, are they not as funny as men? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, all right, there's how many beauticians and eyebrow doers and stuff like that. There's more girls doing this thing than guys doing this thing. So the amount of guys doing it are probably good. Same thing with comedy. There's way more guys doing it than girls. So the girls who are doing it end up being good.
Just means there's a lot of shitty beauticians out there.
No, but
the odds of it being a bad woman beautician are higher because it's so many.
But it's not an affirmative action type of deal. It's not an affirmative action type of deal. It's just
no, it is because if the gatekeepers are saying I'm only going to put up one woman a year, then yeah, that's affirmative action. If you let us in because you already kicking us out, you're not giving me the opportunity. Prove me that if I had the equal opportunity as man to be funny. If we have the equal opportunity to get just as many opportunities, then that makes sense. But we don't have as many opportunities. So there are women out there who are funny that never even got into the industry because they don't feel like they'll get a chance in this male-dominated industry. And men are assholes too.
No, I understand where she's coming from as far as that. But on a broader perspective, if you will, who would be your top 5? Out of your top 5, is there a woman in your top 5?
Wanda Sykes.
Who?
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes is in the top 5.
And I'm asking this to the lady of the room. Like,
I mean, but comedy is subjective. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would put Wanda Sykes in my top 5, and she is one of the top 5 female comics alive. That's just.
I mean, she is funny.
And
she is funny.
Who's your favorite comedian? Who do you think's the best?
Oh, definitely Dave Chappelle.
Why? Because he's a.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, Dave Chappelle because he's fucking legendary. Period.
Yeah, I can't debate that. My favorite is Bill Cosby.
Oh fuck!
Hot takes. I don't think he doing no jokes in jail.
Put him pop.
I mean, I feel like in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, the worse off you are, like, like they be like a fat motherfucker, he gonna be funny. Like, it's like if you have, you know what I'm saying, stuff that goes against you, this is funny as a way to combat, you know what I'm saying, any kind of other visual aspects. But, like, if as a girl, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, you can go to a bar and get a drink or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You can go through life and be like, give me some.
How many female comics do you know, bro? All of us don't look like this. Like, I'm an anomaly, okay? But there are female comics that don't look. They got into comedy because that's what they could do. Because they may not get that whole impression like men ain't coming after them in the streets like that. So they're like, I can be funny though.
But an ugly girl could still get a guy. An ugly guy is just fucked. So I feel like
ugly dudes get girls all the time. They just gotta get a good ass job at
the
uglier they are, the funnier they are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an inverse proportion. Like, for uglier they are, the funnier they are.
They've probably been using it their whole life.
So I mean, that's why it's a rarity to just be a badass woman female comedy.
I'm pretty funny.
What are we talking about? Demarco, I'll ask you this. Like, who's your top female comedian?
My top female comedian, I would say Phyllis Dillon.
Fuck.
Okay.
In the scene, there's a lot of funny women, like, definitely, like, but to say that are women in general as funny as us, I feel like.
Are we talking about women comedians or are we talking about women in your life?
Women people.
Women
Well, then we
people.
missed the whole premise of this thing because we were talking about.
Yeah, let's bring it back
comedy.
around. Are women not as funny as men?
If we're talking about women in real life,
That's what we talking about.
No.
It's definitely
yes.
it's definitely a no.
Yeah, we
I
talking about
think so.
women
I
in
mean,
real life.
well, we were going down the path of women in comedy.
That's just where we took it. That's just where we
where
took
the
it.
conversation went. But as far as like women in general, we are the funniest people ever. Like y'all don't have the emotions that we have. The way we could switch it up on your ass, the way we could come at you left
them
field, like
mood
that shit is
swings.
funny. That shit's funny, bro. Like the way we react to things, like y'all can be boring
Things
at
ain't
times.
funny
but a
when
woman
that
entices
PMS
your
kick
life.
in.
But that's funny as fuck too. The fact that
Yeah,
I can
here's
switch
a
up my
question
whole
to that,
personality
though.
and attitude based off of what's coming out my cooch. Like, come on, that's funny.
Nothing's funny for that week.
I hate you in this mic.
A question to you, Vishy. Okay, you said women are funnier or just as funny, but you're a comedian.
This is funny.
Can you bring another one of your non-comedian friends to come to a roast session?
Yep, I got a couple.
That can hang.
Like my best friend.
By you being a comedian,
No, my best friend can hang in any group. She's not a comedian. She we be roasting niggas all the time. Like that's what we
Wait,
do.
what kind of? Are we talking beta males?
Are we talking about in the kitchen or are we talking
Like,
about
what kind of men are we talking?
are we talking on the
We
stove?
talking about anybody on the street.
talking about
bro.
pot
Like,
roasting?
if you come down.
Look
and
at that
you-
homeless
we were
man.
at this party. Not even a party. We were at the comedy club. We was roasting niggas as they walked by.
Like pot roast?
look at his shoes.
Get you and 10 of your funniest friends and I'll funny the hell out of all of y'all. So, no.
How funny the hell out of all y'all.
We'll see next week.
We will.
I want to see that. Calm down. Y'all been arguing like loud as fuck. I can't hear myself. So we gonna get to the final word. And Trav, man, what's your final word, bro?
Yeah, I just think like you like how Vishy started off, like, you know what I'm saying, like she wants, you know, women when you ask this, they get all like, you know what I'm saying, intense and they want to explain why it is, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, just drop the bombs if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, like she wants to be like, no, because we were like this, like just do the stuff at the end of the day. So you know what I'm saying,
You got her heated. She cooling off.
She turned into Blanca.
cooling
She
off.
turned into Blanca real quick.
Oh, Blanca. Called her Blanca.
Final word.
Some of the funniest people you'll ever meet on this world is women, whether they do it consciously or unconsciously. As far as comedy goes, the numbers just don't match up. There's no way we could be equally decided upon if we funny or not, because it's not enough of us to match the amount of niggas that get in every fucking day thinking they funny, and I gotta sit in on these Zoom calls listening to all your terrible ass sets and come in and be the funniest nigga in the room. Either way, your mama's funny, your auntie funny, your daughter for damn sure funnier than your son. All these people is funnier, bro.
Yeah.
They just funny. And even if you laughing at them and not with them, you like that bitch crazy as hell. But that's funny as hell what she did when she fucking knocked my windows out. She's funny, bro. Women are funny. Just because we not always telling ha jokes. Here's another example. We so fucking funny that they made a whole genre impersonating us in drag. Okay? That's how funny women are. Is that men will put on a dress, baby, to impersonate the woman because we are life. That's my final word.
All right, and to that man D Ninja, what's your final word, bro?
All right, man. My final say on this is no, women are not as funny as men in real life. I mean, even though, you know, my mother has a mustache and, you know, my aunt has a mustache and my aunt did it to a dude on a unicycle. But that's neither here nor there.
You got a little.
But no, my overall look over this, women are crazier. You know, I mean, yeah, we may laugh at y'all when you guys are serious. Like, for example, you break a nail, you fall down the stairs, or you find out that your boyfriend was married. You know, whatever. But no, I don't think they're funnier because there's not too many women crackheads out here.
Shit got
What
real.
kind of lie is that? Behind every great crackhead man is a crackhead woman.
All right, okay, so after listening to these final words, it seems women are as funny as men, and the round goes to your girl, Vishy.
He just did that so women get backlash.
Hey, I heard a broke nigga say something.
On to the third topic. You know, with this Gen Z, there's a lot of lost youngins out there, you know, teenage males that don't have a role model, can't decide which path to take, and have troubles with women. So my question is Kevin Samuels the new voice for all men? What's your take on this, Demarco, Polo?
Man, look, dog. I'm not taking no advice from a guy that is the epitome of bi-curious. Like, if bi-curious was a word, that's him. Like, I wouldn't take no woman advice from him. Like, you can't say this shit that he feel in real life. He had to get to some kind of status. He wasn't saying this shit when he was broke.
I think he lived in his car at one point.
Yeah, but was he talking
Tyler
like
Perry
that?
style.
I mean, I don't know about the whole bi-curious thing. I thought he was a married man, but I think he definitely is the voice of our generation. Like, we as men have been quiet for far too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, women proposing, women doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We've been quiet for far too long, and I think now is the time for somebody to take a leadership role and be like, no, we've had enough. Like, we won't accept any of your guys' shenanigans. So, you know what I'm saying? Treat us better. Treat us better. You know what I'm saying? Treat us, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is this? You call this dinner?
Like, would you take advice from your questionable uncle? Like,
Birth these babies.
I went to work all day. You didn't wash my drawers. Where are my undies still dirty? I told you bleach the brown stains. Bleach the streaks.
Period, point blank. He is gassing you niggas up for a very long single life. One, he is twice divorced. So just take that in. Like, y'all are literally listening to a nigga
What
that
do you
don't got
rate
bitches
yourself,
first.
Vishy?
Like, I just don't understand why you guys are so ready to follow the bandwagon of a person who literally makes a living out of tearing people down for no fucking reason. Like, literally impressioning upon people with low self-esteem. You will never find me on there. You know why? Because I don't need his
You
fucking
couldn't stand
advice.
the heat. You
Okay?
couldn't stand the heat, so you would stay about the kitchen.
That's why she got that fan.
But I also got
Yeah, but I twice divorced. I don't think that I feel like you're putting too much weight on that. I think that Aaliyah said it best. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. So he tried again.
No, if at first you fucked up that first marriage, go ahead and do it again to the second. Like, this nigga is not a good example. I want to be, if I'm gonna follow somebody, which I would never, but if I'm gonna follow somebody, which you can follow me at Comedian Visionary.
Do you follow the
if
Lord?
I'm gonna follow somebody, it's gonna be based off the fact that they are showing and proving they are leading the life that I want to live. Now, he might be successful, but he's also lonely as hell. That's why he got time to be on all these fucking podcasts.
How many kids do you have?
Because he ain't got nobody. He don't have nobody. Okay?
Job. Everybody has a job.
Listening to this man, and he's telling you how to conduct and how you have to be in a relationship and have a long term and all this other shit, and he has nobody.
I don't think he has done that. Does he? I think he just tells women to lower their standards. I thought that's what he does.
No, he also tears them to fucking shreds and says you don't deserve these things.
I mean, if they ugly, they ugly.
have you explained why he got divorced twice?
Ooh.
I don't listen to him, but I know that that's a fact that he's not married and I don't know if he's in a relationship with a woman or a man.
With a woman or a man.
Slander. She slander.
He came in with the metrosexual energy. I just rode the wave.
Okay, when I was a kid, I used to probably eat fucking glue or whatever. Probably whatever kids do. Can't you change?
But that doesn't
You know
make
what I'm
me
saying?
Elmer.
Are you comparing that to a
Yes,
marriage?
you know what I'm saying? Because
are you comparing you? This why you ain't got nobody either.
No, but still,
Oh shit.
Insane.
Hey, no, but how many podcasts you be on?
Marriage,
be on a lot of podcasts.
marriage is a job. You know, I'm on multiple, but I shoot them all on the same day. So come on now. And I'm also in these comedy streets.
Vishy, do you know how many men out here make 6 figures? Especially in Detroit.
Huh?
Do you know how many men make 6 figures, especially around Detroit?
Legally?
You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to my city. I'm sure there are a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm sure there's a lot of men who make over 6 figures. So
I feel like what you said about like him working too much or doing too many podcasts or whatever. Like get that person out the street.
Oh shit! He about to hop on that 2K.
Get him out of the shot. Get him out of the.
Demarco like, don't you get on that game?
Get him out of the shot.
Get your ass out of here.
But yeah, Vishy, I think you are contradicting yourself. Basically, you're saying he does too many podcasts. And you do like 12, so like, how can you say you can't love somebody?
Honey. No, I'm saying that he is alone. And that's
because he works a lot.
I am not alone.
I'm married as well.
When I'm doing podcasts, I'm working.
He's married to the game. He's married to the money.
Isn't he married? I'm pretty sure.
I think he has wives.
No, he's twice divorced.
I think he has wives.
Okay, but if at first you don't succeed, you dust yourself off and you try again.
He makes so much money, you don't want to be married.
No, but you said you literally came on this bitch saying that. My point was contradictory. Then you contradicted
because I think he's married. But I still think he's married. But I don't want to.
If I was Kevin Samuels, I'd have hella concubines. I'm just saying.
He would have to at this point because no self-respecting woman would allow him to put a ring on it.
So Demarco, you don't suggest to watch Kevin Samuels' podcast? You don't think that's the right move?
No, I don't think you should take his advice and try to apply this in real life. Like, no, not at all. Because first of all, on the average, everybody is, we're not all making six figures. Well, at least I'm not. But I'm not about to be like, how much do you weigh, or how? I'm not saying I'm gonna take what I get, but
300.
I'm not just about to
300.
You deserve a bitch working at Walmart.
I've been there before, I've done it to a couple of dump trucks in my day, but
beep.
But I'm not going to take his advice. I mean, I will say this: he say a lot of things that some guys think, or talk amongst their friends and say, but I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say the shit.
People like, okay, what do you rate your face? A 4?
That's how you get shot.
You give yourself a 4. All right, okay, so we're gonna get to the final word here, and Demarco, man, what's your final word, bro?
Man, don't listen to him. Please don't. He's funny. He's entertaining. Don't get me wrong.
Straightforward.
Don't apply this shit in real life. Please don't apply this shit in real life. That's all I gotta say. Please don't apply this in real life because you bound to get your ass kicked.
I've been applying it.
Don't do it.
They've been flocking me. Like it's crazy. I can't get away. I just can't. Like I got the prenup set up and everything. Like it's ridiculous. Like they all willing to sign it.
You can't escape it.
Man. There's one on my leg right now. Get off.
He ain't got none of that.
Nah, I wish. Trav, man, what's your final word, bro?
Yeah, I just think like the clips that they've seen doesn't really matter. Like they have clips of Barack Obama, you know what I'm saying? They pasted together. He's singing like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, California Girls, whatever, all that shit. Clips don't matter. Clips don't tell the story. If you watch the real thing, he's, you know what I'm saying, giving these brothers the advice. But I think all Samuels in general, be it Kevin or L. Jackson, you know what I'm saying, their message maybe a little bit weird, you know what I'm saying? Fuck these snakes on these motherfucking plane, or you look like you can be Emmett Smith. Like it's just they're blunt. All Samuels are blunt, you know what I'm saying? But they're giving the message how it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
He like, what do you rate yourself?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. So hold on. Samuels don't bullshit. There's no Samuels who knows how to give it any other way than how it is, and that's just what it is.
All right, and Vishy, you look annoyed, so let's get to your final word.
Some of the things that he says is valid. I'm not going to discount the man for saying valid things to insecure women. The problem is the women who call into this are a certain type of woman, and they're not confident women. They're not very confident women, and he's preying on their lack of confidence, because if they were, they wouldn't be calling them in the first fucking place. What he's doing to men is giving them an unrealistic expectation of how today's woman will operate. Because the reason why men feel like their misogyny and their dicks are being challenged is because women are doing more. That's to say, to do a callback to the comedy question about the fact that there are being more women in comedy now. We are coming out, we are working, we are doing all that shit, and we still birthing these motherfucking babies. So the thing about it is, they need somebody like them to tell you, no, your dick is still your dick. You know, you still a man. You still But the women ain't dealing with shit like that. Real women who are not insecure will not put up with some bullshit like that. I will never pull up with some bullshit like that. Some man telling me what place I need to be in and anything like that. If I ever was in that position, I would not be, because I would leave. So it depends on the type of woman you are. But let me just say this to the women out there: stop fucking calling this nigga. You want to call on somebody, call on God. Because honestly, y'all need to get y'all confidence up. These daddies need to stay in their motherfucking home, so we'll have less women who are less insecure because their daddy left and they need somebody to fill that void. Either way, get your confidence up and your weight up, and stop fucking calling him and asking for advice, making us all look foolish.
You gotta call Samuel.
You guys had to come harder than this. This is so hard.
Call Samuel.
So Is Kevin Samuels the new voice for all men? No, and the round goes to your girl.
Oh my God.
Demarco. Visionary speaks. No, I said that because Vishy was already celebrating the Vishy.
I couldn't cork it. That nigga knew I was already on the
Yeah, I
road.
saw her going on a roll, so I had to pop her bubble.
Cody just wasn't trying to seem fucked up on the 2 sexist questions.
This one's for you, ladies.
Nothing against you, Kevin. Keep doing you, bro. Comedian Vishy, you're the winner of this episode of BlaspheMass Debate. What would you like to tell the viewers?
We did it, girls. We did it.
Who got the
Ladies,
world?
you know, we did it. We did it, Joe.
Biden?
You know, I just want to say shout out to the queens in the room. There are women who are just as funny as men. Give us the opportunity we can get on this thing and blow out the stage, bro. Support female comics, support black female comics, support local comics, support black men, support black women, support anybody who's ready and willing for change. That's what I'll say. And support me, Comedian Visionary Speak, on all platforms. No, really go follow your girl. Like, do that.
Pay her. Yeah, pay her.
Financially. Cash App, Visionary 90. I will take that money at any point. Just don't request money from me.
That's why I gotta sneak in and make them $50. Oh, this is it.
That's how they be doing. They be trying to request money. You be like, ooh, somebody sent me $50 except, but you really just sent
Got your ass.
All right, and Demarco, man, thanks for being on this episode of BlaspheMass Debate. You're new to the show, and we appreciate you being here. What do you want to tell the viewers? Plug them in.
30 seconds.
He like, I'm telling y'all, the way to go is Frontier. Frontier is the best internet I've ever had.
You know, hit up this Metro PCS. They just came out with the new shit, the hot shit.
He hot spotting on a straight talk phone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What is it? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Wi-Fi. Yeah. What is it?
Horrible connection.
Absolutely. Say it again.
I feel like when he come back in, he gonna be like, fuck this show.
Let's just react because we don't know what he's at.
But shout out to everybody. Shout out to you all for having me on panel. Even
just react randomly.
Whatever. But
Trav.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram under the Fubu Boss, and you can find me, under my regular name, which is under the screen on Facebook, and any microphone you can catch me in the state of Michigan.
All right, and so for this episode of BlaspheMass Debate, what we have learned is the bigger slap in God's face is getting a tattoo. Secondly, women are just as funny as men. And lastly, Kevin Samuels is not the new voice for all men, but still respect. And that's it for this episode of BlaspheMass Debate. So as your freaky deacon of the weekend always says, amen. Amen. Yo, BMD family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Tell us what you think below. Do you agree or disagree with the resolutions? Let us know in the comments. Keep up with us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, Apple, Google, and Amazon Audible Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and of course, Pandora. Amen. Amen.